Organization and employee development. Employee training is important to organizations because training helps with the development of valuable skills and helps the employee and organization function efficiently. It is important to provide training for all employees regardless of the amount of time they have been with the organization. It is imperative to prepare new employees to guarantee their successful transition into the new job. Training prepares employees to deal with the challenges they will encounter and improve performance. Building skills and improving performance is only one aspect of training. It is equally as important to focus on reducing prejudice and discrimination and promoting positive relationships through diversity. Training programs through diversity training programs. Diversity programs in the workplace can be implemented in a number of ways, including training, recruitment, management development, and compensation programs. The objective is to promote full integration of minority groups both socially and structurally, and including integration into leadership positions. Programs may be focused on skill building by training employees to be cognizant of their actions and responses towards diverse individuals. This type of training aims to increase an employee's knowledge through education and training. According to Kettner, there is a difference between employee training and employee education. Training is used for skill building, while education focuses on learning experiences. Employee education helps acquire specific information or principles that will help develop a sense of understanding. It is used to gain knowledge that will help the employee be prepared for future jobs. Education teaches general concepts that help with judgment and reasoning. The goal of employee training is to develop specific skills that improve performance, productivity, and competency. Training can be on the job or off the job. The key emphasis is to develop specific skills for a particular job to be used now or in the future. Training is short-term and can help with the development of judgment and reasoning. There are various types of training programs, including orientation training, on-the-job training, out-service training, and on-site training. Each type of training is used for a specific purpose, which I will elaborate on in the upcoming slides. Orientation training is used to acclimate new employees. Training new employees should be carefully planned and provide adequate time to understand and acquire information. It is best to spread out training so as not to overwhelm new employees with information. New information may be systematically introduced on a schedule. Many organizations use an orientation checklist of required information that needs to be reviewed with the new employee. This may be a simple job aid of information that will be reviewed with the employee during orientation. The slide provides an example of an orientation checklist and an orientation agenda. The agenda may be provided to the new employee to follow and should be specific to the individual needs of the employee. On-the-job training is basically learning under the supervision of an employee who is more experienced and qualified to teach and share knowledge. The experienced employee can help others develop the skills needed to effectively perform the job. This employee acts as a mentor and uses a variety of techniques such as job coaching, observation, and constructive feedback. It is a hands-on learning experience, but can include a formal written training plan. Planning it in advance will help facilitate the learning experience. Out-service training, also referred to as development training, is provided and developed by those outside of the organization. They are mostly used for staff development. The purpose is professional development and may be partially or fully paid for by the organization. They include professional conferences, expert lectures, and workshops, among other things. Out-service training may involve travel. Also included in this category is organizational support for their employees to obtain advanced educational degrees. Compensation for this education may be included through paid time off, tuition reimbursement, scholarships, paid books, or stipends. Unlike development training that is usually outsourced, training can be in-service and done on the job. In-service training can be utilized to help staff understand laws and regulations regarding agency programs and policies. It may include, but is not limited to, laws concerning sexual harassment, equal opportunity, and discrimination. In-service training most often is presented in a manner similar to traditional education. Its purpose is staff development and can be presented by a staff member or by contracted experts. Training is topic specific. Its purpose is to meet the needs of the organization and to ensure that staff understands policies, procedures, and regulations. In-service training can focus on budgeting, data collection, program needs, and can be implemented to reinforce skills such as computer skills. It is offered on an as-need basis, usually when a problem arises. There are many benefits to in-service training. These benefits include improving job satisfaction and motivation among employees, increasing efficiency, and helping employees seek alternative ways of problem solving. In addition, providing training on sexual harassment and diversity can help the organization improve relationships between employees and avoid and preempt legal liability and management errors. Human resource departments may approach a problem by creating an in-service training curriculum. This is a comprehensive program that may cover topics such as policy and practices that are specific to the organization. A specific need must be identified prior to developing a program. Once the curriculum's content is designed, it can be saved and reused again when the need arises. As mentioned previously, content is comprehensive and can be designed for different levels of staff and management, requiring that each level be completed annually to ensure acquisition of pertinent information. Evaluation to determine if needs have been met can be measured through trainee reaction, learning, performance, and/or measuring improvements in effectiveness. Measuring the cost effectiveness of a training program and its efficacy and effectiveness helps an organization plan for future needs. Training programs can be expensive, and it is not in the organization's best interest to continue with an ineffective program. To measure effort, data is collected that includes the number of training hours and types of training. Measuring effectiveness and to see if the desired goals have been achieved is a bit more difficult. Measuring effectiveness and efficacy may be achieved through performance appraisals, supervisory reports, and/or employee adherence to human resource policies, or can be seen by a decrease in violations or complaints. In addition, employees may be asked to complete surveys which provide information about their perceptions of the training programs. Diversity training is an important part of many organizations' training programs. They are useful in retaining and recruiting qualified employees of diverse backgrounds. These programs also help build interpersonal relationship skills and decrease misunderstandings and conflicts. There are various approaches to including diversity training in an organization. Some organizations focus solely on legal and compliance issues. These programs are single, standalone programs used to simply check a box to demonstrate how many employees have participated in the program, but do not express a genuine desire to adapt, integrate, and support diversity. An integrated approach is a more effective way to change attitudes and behaviors. An integrated approach promotes comprehensive change and works towards inclusion within the organization. Some programs are mandated by employers, while others are voluntary. Research is conflicted on the effectiveness of mandatory versus voluntary programs. Some research shows that voluntary training is more successful, but you may be preaching to the converted, people who are already dedicated to or open to learning about diversity, and may not be reaching those in most need of the training. Meanwhile, others feel that employees' required programs help raise awareness and can also be successful in changing attitudes. Group-specific topics focus on including multiple groups based on race or gender. Inclusive training focuses on embracing diversity of all groups, irrespective of race or gender. It is believed that group-specific training shifts focus off of what is wrong with the group and moves the focus toward what is wrong with the organization. This emphasis of inclusivity is believed to be a positive and broader form of training than group-specific. Each method may be appropriate depending on the need. Awareness training places emphasis on having people share their experiences and promotes self-awareness of understanding one's own culture, values and biases, and worldview, and how this awareness affects our cognitive biases. Behavior-based training, on the other hand, teaches people to keep a check on the way they respond to diversity. This can help build skills that develop positive relationships and improve the way people behave towards others. It is usually conducted in conjunction with awareness-based training. Single methods training are methods which utilize training such as videos or problem-solving exercises. However, training programs that utilize a variety of methods are deemed more effective and beneficial because they are believed to balance feelings, actions, and accommodate various learning styles. Many method approaches may include panel presentations, book and video discussions, simulations, among many other methods. Diversity training that focuses on a particular group can highlight differences between groups and may lead to a feeling that minorities are responsible for past discriminations and inequalities. Social categorization theory suggests that a negative effect of diversity can be increased conflict and a decrease in cohesiveness. However, other studies have shown that diversity can be positive and can successfully increase inclusivity, especially when integrated into organizational culture and practices. Organizations should avoid standalone training and commit to multiple methods of training to advance diversity. Organizations that are committed to diversity, equity, and justice will dedicate resources to diversity training programs that will improve the social climate and help them gain a competitive advantage and create a better work environment. Combining employee and organization interests for future career development involves an assessment of employees' long and short-term goals. Once the assessment is complete, employers and employees can work together to develop a plan to meet those goals. Career development may include ensuring the employee receives the appropriate training and experience. Helping employees meet their goals benefits the organization in that working together meets the needs of the employee and improves job performance. A career development plan includes an employee's short and long-term career goals. It is a planned sequence of formal and informal steps that need to be followed to ensure that the employee achieves their goals. Goals should take the employee's strengths and potential into consideration. Organizations have a responsibility to maximize employees' potential and consider what is in the best interest of everyone affiliated with the agency. That includes meeting the training and recruitment needs that will help not only the organization flourish and thrive, but also its employees. These templates are examples of written employee career development plans that I have retrieved from the internet. There are different career development plans available that can be adapted to the organization and employees' needs. Plans may include, but are not limited to, information about the in-service and out-service training completed, short-term goals needed to be achieved, advancement goals, training and short and long-term educational goals, and training and experience needed. Supporting employees in their careers, even when the employee's interests may not be in line with the employer's interests, helps build morale and leads to a better work atmosphere and improves performance. However, career development takes time and preparation. It requires planning and dedication on the part of the employer, who must consider the short and long-term goals of the employee. To successfully support employee career development, it is necessary to integrate it into the structure of the organization.